I'm Michelle Birding-Brett, and I am from Connecticut now, originally from Canada. Music was part of my life from when I was a little girl. My family was very musical, my dad's family in particular, so we were always singing, and we were, my first performances and musical experiences really were in church, then of course in school. And when I was in high school, we started to do some musicals in our school, and I was part of those, and it really piqued my passion for singing and acting, and so I ended up moving to Toronto and studying musical theater, and worked in that field for the first 10 years of my career, and then I really started to focus more on music itself and creating my own shows. And then got a chance to travel all over the world doing so. I'd always had this dream of doing a show that celebrated the music of the Carpenters. They were a band that was very popular when I was growing up, and over the course of my career, whenever I would sing pop music or jazz standards, people would say, "You sound like you're a Carpenter," which was wonderful. So I got this idea, I want to do a show. And but it wasn't until I met my now husband, Mark, that it didn't become a reality until I told him of this dream, and he was like, "That's it, we got to do it." And so we'd heard about a music director in Nashville named Harry Sharp, and just knew his attention to detail, his arranging skills, all of that, and approached him about the show. Turns out he was a Carpenters fan as well. And so with him and Mark and I, we handpicked the band and really just, began that process of distilling every one of those songs and their arrangements. We really wanted the audience to feel like they were in the middle of the record, from when it was originally done. And of course, unfortunately, dear Karen is no longer with us, and Richard has really been, very much retired for many years. So we weren't going to hear the Carpenters again, but we felt, wouldn't it be cool to have those arrangements just like they were on the record, because the sense memory from those songs, is just incredible. And that's why I think one of the reasons why people have such an emotional reaction to our show. These songs have such powerful memories for people, and they come to the show, they're laughing, they're crying. I mean, it's amazing, it's incredible. Over time, I have new favorites, and then, one might slip back a little and one becomes more of a favorite, because each of those songs is just such a masterpiece of melody, lyric, arranging, Karen's beautiful tone, Richard's incredible skills on the piano and on the keyboards, and then of course they had the band actually that the original Carpenters used was called the Wrecking Crew. They were the top studio musicians in Los Angeles at the time, so just no shortage of talent on those recordings. So it's impossible to pick a favorite, but if I was going to, I'd have to say Rainy Days and Mondays is my favorite. It's just, it's a beautiful, poignant tune. Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here without my husband, Mark, who's the co-producer of the show. He brought so much to the table, having worked behind the scenes in the business for so many years. And between the two of us, it became, our baby, our passion.